Palantir stock is surging higher following an incredibly impressive earnings report. Elon just gained a whole lot more power, at least from a political and regulatory perspective, which I perceive as good news for Palantir. And as far as the charts are concerned, as far as the technicals go, Palantir is currently in blue sky territory, meaning that there are no historical levels of resistance or ceilings standing in its path higher. The waves are rolling in, team. We called for the potential NVDA moment for Palantir about a month ago, and it looks as though this is finally coming to fruition, which is just amazing for us. My name is Royce Jacob, and welcome back to Waves Capital. The Waves portfolio is on fire, and that's pretty much just what I call my personal portfolio, you guys. Our Palantir call options on a single day, on the day following their earnings report, appreciated by nearly 400% at one point. I think our initial investment in Palantir, as far as the past month goes, is up around 11x through the options we've been trading. We've traded about 4 different options contracts for Palantir over the past month. And I'm really proud to say that that's just one of a few big wins we've had within the portfolio. So if you guys want to look into my personal portfolio, it's going to be the first link in the description of this video. I have a few plays in there. One specifically that I'm thinking of right now that I think could be the next big winner like this, and they announce earnings very soon. So if you want to sign up, if you want access to my full portfolio, it's $15 a month, $40 for every 3 months. It's up to you. But if you were just trading $100, if you threw that into those Palantir calls I just showed you, you could pay for quite a few months, quite a few years of the newsletter subscription and of course, access to my full portfolio. We'll take a look at the newsletters that I write. This is just a quick example of the newsletters that I send out every single day. It's been an amazing week. It deserves the Gatsby cheers. And again, if you guys want to ride the waves with us, if you guys want to join the team, then it's the first link in the description. Appreciate it if you join. As always, if you are a member, it means a lot if you guys throw down some of your testimonials in the comments, because that does a lot for prospective members. And again, if you are a new member, welcome to the winning team. Palantir earnings went really well. Briefly covered those in the last video, but Palantir is looking amazing from a fundamental perspective. Again, from a technical perspective as well, it's difficult to think of a more perfect storm in the best of ways for a stock. Technicals looking 5-star, fundamentals 5-star, and again, this aspect is a bit up in the air. It's a bit speculative, but hey, that's investing, that's trading. A lot of the time it's a lot of speculation. But overall, in my opinion, Elon taking this new position or approaching this new position from a political perspective is good news. Regardless of your feelings upon some of his feelings, it's objectively true that Elon is a hyper-effective capital allocator. He is a hyper-effective innovator, and he is a capitalist at heart. He is pro-business. He's pro-innovation. And that's made obvious through all of his endeavors in his hyper-innovational companies. Palantir falls right within this category. Palantir is hyper-innovative. It is AI. It is, I'd be surprised if Elon isn't personally a fan of Palantir. He hasn't said that himself, but Palantir as a company really checks off all the boxes that, Elon's companies check as well. So that's that. Not going to go super deep on this, you guys, keeping it pretty surface level as far as the fundamentals are concerned. You guys can go read over their earnings report if you want. I'll just pause it here if you guys want to read over these very general statements. But the primary focus of this video is to talk about how far I think this newfound hype cycle could potentially take us. That is what I was referencing in my previous NVIDIA, previous NVIDIA moment video when we were discussing Palantir and again the potential hype cycle. It's looking good now. We had a multitude of catalysts fall in Palantir's favor, and again from a technical perspective, things are really, really looking blue. Okay, so blue sky territory is, as I alluded to in the beginning, when there are no historical ceilings, historical technical ceilings standing in Palantir's path. I can get rid of that now. As we zoom out more, and I will explain what this 115% rally is in a minute. As we zoom out more, we can see that Palantir's all-time high was $45 back in 2021. Once we broke that, if we go back here, you can see that, we gapped straight above that previous all-time high, and we haven't looked back since. It's a fresh rally. We're still early days in this new wave of volume, this new wave of excitement following this incredibly strong earnings report, which does make it difficult to talk technicals. When you are in that blue sky territory, it's positive in one sense because there are no historical levels standing in your way, but it also makes it difficult because there are no references. Okay, there are no historical references to know where the ceilings are, where the floors are. We're pretty much in no man's land. And again, that's in a good way. We're new. These are new grounds. These are new waters to explore. Sticking with the waves analogy, but things are looking good. This 115% climb right here is on the board because of Bitcoin. And when we kick off these hype cycles, and I don't want to speak too confidently as if this is officially a hype cycle, yet or not. But when we look at the early days of Bitcoin, not the early days of Bitcoin, I'm for this specific reference, this is very recent. I came back here. I came back to 2021. I'm sorry, 2020. Okay. Now, before I explain this, it's incredibly important to know, and I know most of you are aware of this, of the fact that the macro backdrop during this time period was very, very different. Okay, we had the Fed printing money. We had everyone at home getting stimmy checks, getting unemployment checks. Capital was a lot more free than it is today. People were a lot more, at least for the most part, generally speaking, a lot more frivolous with the way they spent their money and the way they allocated their capital. But when hype cycles hit, typically the same patterns tend to repeat themselves. And again, I want to underline the fact that this is very, very, very speculative. But again, when we reach those blue sky territory levels, when we reach those areas where logic and common sense are being thrown out the window, which it kind of is with Palantir, that's a reality. It's difficult to justify like a 250, 300 PE ratio for a company, regardless of how fast they're growing. But from a price action perspective, when that second wave hits, when the hype hits, when the mania hits, when investors start to manically buy stock, it's important to reference times in the past when that's happened, because at this point, it's pretty much all psychology, okay? So we can see here that this is kind of what I reference for Palantir, a slow and steady climb followed by a plateau, which we just saw in Palantir prior to their earnings. Boom, that's the earnings pop we just saw. And I think this is similar to what we could see in the future. So again, history does not repeat itself. It does tend to rhyme. There is no guarantee by any means that this is going to occur. Palantir could tank tomorrow or tank in the next trading session and continue to fall. But I don't think that's going to be the case. I think that everything we just discussed will further fuel the fire behind this rally. And if it's anything like this rally here, which again is entirely speculative, that would result in 115% climb within 23 days. Okay? If Palantir is to rhyme here, okay? If Palantir rhymes, okay? Again, do not expect so optimistic. And that's why I keep pausing to reiterate the fact that there's no guarantee by any means that this is going to happen. But again, just for fun, just to reference previous hype cycles, because I think we could have just kicked off a new hype cycle in Palantir. If we do replicate the beginning of Bitcoin's last hype cycle in 2020, then that would result in an $88 Palantir on, that's my fat head, November 27th. Okay, so Even if we want to get a little more conservative, let's just say Palantir can double from the initial earnings pop. Let's say 100% within 100% by December 1st. Okay, that would result in an $81 Palantir, an $80+ Palantir by December 1st. Now, if this does happen, it's very important to remember that we also fall. Okay, the higher you climb, the faster you climb, the harder you fall, and you can always fall much faster than you can climb, okay? Always remember that, you guys. If you've been making money with Palantir, if you've been riding the waves with us, if you're part of the portfolio, I always say this in the newsletters, it's so critically important to just take profits. Do not get greedy. It can be easy to get lost in the fog of the excitement, lost in the fog of the gains. If you see your portfolio, you see your brokerage accounts going up and up every day and it's not stopping, it can be easy to get too greedy and start swimming in the money, start swimming in those zeros. But that's like, this is when it's especially important to just keep a cool head on your shoulders, stay rational, remember to take profits. It's not officially a win until you can spend that money, until you can buy your family gifts. So use this money, use these gains for what they are intended for, and that's to buy things that are tangible. Okay, it's awesome to see your brokerage account go up. It's more awesome to buy stuff for yourself and your loved ones. Okay, always remember that. So I think we'll close it out there, guys. Again, it's really speculative. If you want my daily take on Palantir, I cover it every morning in these newsletters. Right after this, I'll start. I'll do this little celebration with Waves Capital, with the Waves family, just to read it aloud and just, again, celebrate the wins, because it's good to celebrate the wins and move forward, but you need to appreciate what you've accomplished. So at least for a little bit. Okay. And if you do want future Palantir videos, I've decided that most, if not all, of the Palantir videos that I record for the remainder of the year will be members only. So if you want access to those members only videos, you just have to hit the join button right below this video. It's $5 a month. Those videos are a lot more short and sweet, just to the point. I really like to just wing those things. So, I'm winging this for the most part, if you can't tell, but those are short, sweet, to the point. I feel that you will really feel that you are getting your money's worth. It's $5 a month. So if you want those members videos on Palantir, on all the other names that we're discussing, I'm going to record one right after this. Again, join button right below this video. If you want to ride the waves with us in the newsletter and portfolio group, that's the first link in the description of this video. Again, choose whichever pricing plan you'd like if that's the case. And yeah, cheers, guys. Cheers to an amazing week. Cheers to what I expect is an amazing rest of the month of November. Amazing holiday season. And again, it's not just Palantir. It's Bitcoin, it's growth stocks, it's small caps, all of the stocks, all of the assets, risk assets that we specialize in over Waves Capital. We thrive in these volatile waters. So cheers, you guys. It's amazing, regardless where you fall on the red and blue spectrum. Just do your best to be kind to people and keep a smile on your face, because optimists have a whole lot more fun in life, and they typically make way more money as well. Cheers to a game-changing week, and cheers to a pretty damn life-changing month. Let's keep this ride alive, team. Appreciate you guys. And until next time, always remember, take action, make waves. Peace.